Spots in the draft to pick him. He's the son of Pat Mahomes, who pitched 11 seasons with 6 different teams in the major leagues. He inherited his dad's arm strength.
Yes, he did.
That's 60 yards plus from his knees, and you showed this play on your Gruden QB camp.
This kind of arm talent does not come down the pike often. How about this throw he made in the preseason? I mean, Kareem Hunt, perhaps the most exciting rookie in pro football, but I don't think you've met the most exciting young Kansas City Chief yet. You'll see. When his time comes, you'll see what I'm talking about. This guy is a legitimate young gunslinger, and he's in great hands with Andy Reid and an opportunity to learn under Alex Smith. You can't have a better opportunity than that. And Andy Reid's had Donovan McNabb and Brett Favre, and here he is with another gunslinger. I'm envious of Reid.
Alex Smith said yes, he has been pushed. Perhaps it has elevated his play a little bit, knowing that they have Mahomes should Smith not play well. 1 yard run for Kareem Hunt. And you notice it on the practice field on Saturday. It's just different. The ball looks different coming out of the hand of Mahomes. Yep. Andy Reid compares him to Brett Favre, Donovan McNabb.
That's why they traded up to get him. And he's just a young kid. Should have been just a senior this year in Lubbock, but he came out early like a lot of guys do, and it'll be fun to watch. Got to keep an eye on this Redskins secondary, Sean. They've already lost Josh Norman. Now they lose Quentin Dunbar and Fabian Moreau, number 31. Remember this name. 3rd round draft choice out of UCLA. He had a pectoral muscle. He was injured coming out of UCLA. A lot of people thought he was a 1st round talent, but he's the 3rd string left corner. Will Andy Reid go to work?
On 2nd and 9, Smith plenty of time. Kareem Hunt, strong run after the catch. 1st down to the 31-yard line.
Kansas City is pass protected tonight better than I've seen them all year. Fisher at left tackle, 72. 71 Schwartz against Kerrigan. I could complete these passes. Kansas City had 12 sacks in just 96 pass attempts. They were struggling as a unit, but tonight they have really picked up their play in pass protection.
They've given up more sacks than any team in the league through the first 3 weeks, despite the fact that they were the only undefeated team in the league. Despite the penalties and the sacks, they arrived tonight 3-0.
Yeah.
There goes Hunt, battling for every inch, and finally wrestled to the ground by Monte Nicholson, the rookie safety. Plays a lot in their nickel out of Michigan State.
Watch this cutback. He's going to start to his left, and he has the perfect vision and timing to hit it. You have to press it. You have to take it to the line of scrimmage to set up these cutback blocks. And Zach Brown, the leader of the Redskin defense, limps off, number 53. I think Washington's running out of defensive players. We've seen Foster leave the game. We've seen Spate leave the game. Now we see Zach Brown leave the game. And there's Monte Nicholson, number 35, another safety out. This is unbelievable.
17-yard run by Kareem Hunt. He is 79 yards on 16 carries. And he is wrapped up and wrestled down by Martrell Spate right at the line of scrimmage.
I watched Spate at Arkansas. He jumped off the screen. He's had a lot of injuries, concussions. He's hung in there. And one thing I'll say about my brother, Jay Gruden, he's had a lot of patience with these young players. I came unglued when guys missed practice or got hurt. But Josh Dotson, P. Ryan, a lot of these young players have been given an opportunity, and I credit Jay for having a lot of patience because there's some talent there.
Zach Brown back on the field for Washington. Smith over the middle, another open receiver, and another 1st down to the 41-yard line of Washington. Tyreek Hill yanked down by Bashad Breeland, the pickup of 12.
That's just too easy. Watch Hill burst and turn. And before Breeland can even get out of his back pedal, Alex Smith is on time. Fun thing to watch. Timing. Takes a lot of work. And Alex Smith 13 years he's played in this league, and he's developed quite a rapport with young Tyreek Hill.
Alex 23 for 31 for 242 yards. Can't find anybody. Now launches one over the head of Chris Conley with Quentin Dunbar in coverage. Dunbar was down on that punt, but back in there, you wonder if maybe it was a cramp.
Look at Dunbar. He gets helped off the field. He comes back in, and Andy Reid goes right at him, as he should do. And Dunbar meets the challenge. How interesting is Dunbar? He played wide receiver at Florida. And they flipped him over to the defensive side of the ball, and he's become a pretty solid cornerback.
Seeing more action than expected tonight with the injury to Josh Norman out of the game with a rib injury. Kareem Hunt leaping over would-be tacklers and then dragging Stephen McClure with him. They're going deep down the depth chart. McClure, ordinarily a special teams player, in on the defense there. He stopped him about a yard short of the first down.
It's good running by Hunt. And if you look at the Redskins safety position, Stephen McClure has checked in. There's a lot of players playing extensive minutes that probably didn't expect to play tonight. Watch the hard count. Look at this quarterback.
Travis Kelce lined up in front of Alex Smith. Kelce, a former quarterback. The crowd likes the creativity on that call. He got the first down, it seems.